And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sports Desk. I am Paul on the ball, and we got some pretty exciting stuff this evening. So don't touch that dial. It's Sports Desk, and we're talking basketball first of all, but with slightly different style. We're going into the youngsters, and I've got a very young man next to me here. He doesn't look that young because he's so big, 6'6", but he's here with Mr. Milton McLean, who is the president of the Seacoast Bay Basketball Club. So good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Mr. Paul on the ball. It's nice to be here.
Great to be here. And we have Rolando Rogers here with us this evening.
Yes.
Good evening, Rolando.
Good evening, Mr. Paul.
Excellent. Good to have you here. But he's the first to actually call me Mr. Paul. That's something special. Or you can call me Paul on the ball. That's less formal. We're talking sports here. So let's talk a bit about the Seacoast Bay Club, Milton. Where did it all come from, the idea? When did it start? Tell us a bit about it.
Well, when I returned from England, I went down a short course between 1992 and 1993. When I returned in 93, the sports division were running a little BD basketball. I think they had at that time a 13 to 14-year-old age group. And I looked at that, outdoor and all of that stuff, and I said, you know something? We need to get something going in Seacoast Bay, because I'd moved to Seacoast Bay, and I thought that there was not much happening in Seacoast Bay, so if I got some guys together, organized in basketball, eventually Seacoast Bay would get some championships. So we had to start small with developing basketball. So that's where it really came from. In 1994, in March, between the end of March, early April of 1994, we actually started Seacoast Bay Basketball Club by having a free throw shootout, which was won by a young lady that was for girls, Shami Nibs of Seacoast Bay. We had a three-point shootout, which was won by a guy they call Rabbit, used to play with Morris years ago, and a slam dunk, which was won by a famous jumper here in these islands. I'm sure you can guess who that person would have been.
Not A. Kennedy?
No, this is 1994.
Of course, sorry, Kennedy was a little boy then, of course.
Exactly.
1994.
I'll give you a clue. He hails from the east.
Wait, it can't be. No, he can't be Bol. No, Bol is so small.
No, it's not him. But you're getting there.
I should know this.
Okay.
I'm not doing well.
Dion Crabb.
Of course. I forgot Dion started as a basketball player.
And I'll never forget the dunk. It was one of those Dominic dunks. He brought the ball by his ankle, double pump, send that thing through. Oh God, whoever was there, just jumped to the feet. It was awesome. Awesome. So that's how we started in Seacoast Bay. We opened the whole thing, not just for Seacoast Bay, of course, even though the main intention was to develop basketball in Seacoast Bay, but we opened it to everybody, all the different villages on the island. So that when we started out in 94, the first group, the first village or district, if you want to call it that now, would have been the 7th and 8th district, Eastern Longlook. They won everything. Man, they walk home with so much trophies, I tell you.
Okay, let's just remind the folks that this is a live program. You can call in 300-1949. That's for a call. 300-1950 if you'd like to send a text and ask a question or make a comment. And we also want to let you know that after this first segment, we also will be moving on to horse racing, where we'll have the president of the Horse Owners Association, Mr. Lesmore Smith. So he'll be here with us a bit later. But we're now talking basketball here with Rolando Rogers, who is 6'6", and we're going to find a bit about this height, where it all came from in a minute. And of course, Milton McLean, who is the president of the Seacoast Bay Basketball Club. So we're talking about basketball in Seacoast Bay. I forgot that Dion was such a great dunker.
Oh yeah.
So tell us a bit more about so you brought other clubs into the realm of it. Tell us a bit about where you were.
Okay, well, what we did with that was we had 9 to 12-year division and 13 to 15-year divisions. That's what we started with in the beginning. We organized tournaments and leagues. For example, the Martin Luther King Junior Classic, that was one of the things we did from the early years. We kept a summer league, and occasionally we would keep a Christmas league. Now, if we fast forward, we've been doing a bit more. Okay, but I'll get to that.
Okay, well, before you go any further, you said you've been doing a bit more. You obviously been doing a lot more because we have Rolando Rogers here with us. Rolando, good evening again. Tell us, first of all, your exact height, because you look a bit taller than me. and why basketball? Why do you play basketball?
Well, my height is 6'6". I started playing basketball really because nobody in my family ever played basketball, so I wanted to be the first one.
Okay, and what are your aspirations? What do you hope to get out of basketball long term?
Well, I don't really know. I want a lot of things.
Right. So give us an idea of one of the things. I mean, you off the air, Rolando's been telling us all these things he wants to do. Now that he's on here, he doesn't want to tell us. I don't want to break the news. So okay, let me help you out. What team do you love in the NBA?
Oklahoma City Thunders.
Ah, there we go. And what about the thought of maybe one day playing for Oklahoma?
Well, there's a great thought in my head, as I said earlier.
Yeah, you said earlier off the air. Yeah. So you would love to one day play for the Oklahoma Thunder?
Yes.
And I'm sure that there are a lot of people in the BVI who would love to sit at home on television and watch you play for the Oklahoma Thunder. And I'm sure that in Milton you would get great pleasure sitting and watching this guy play for the Oklahoma Thunder.
That would be awesome.
Would that be a dream come true?
That would be something special, yes.
Yeah, because you see, it's all about the youth and development of the youth. Now, talking about the youth, how old are you now, Rolando?
Right now, I'm 15 years old.
So you're 15. What league are you playing? I presume you're playing in the league in Seacoast Bay.
Yes, the intermediate league.
Okay, tell us what league you're playing in.
The Seacoast Bay BC Intermediate League.
The intermediate men's leagues. The intermediate men's league.
Yeah.
So all right, so you're playing the intermediate. And how have you been doing? How's your team? What's the name of your team? How have they been doing?
The name of the team is Seacoast Bay's. Well, Pleasant Valley is really tool. And for now, we've been doing good, hanging in there. Everything been going nice.
Are there rules on dunking? Like, did they ban you from dunking when you were playing? Or?
Nah, you can't get banned from dunking because we're the youngest people in the league playing against big men.
That's right.
Yeah.
So when you dunk against them, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us a bit about the league. What are the requirements of the league, and what teams and divisions you have in the league?
Okay, the intermediate league, the intermediate men's league. We have 6 teams. Rolando's team, Real Tool. We also have West End, the West Gunners. We have the Lower Estate Rangers, the HLSCC Stingrays, and we have Hannah's Triple Threat, who are the defending champions.
That's 5.
Finally,
okay.
Finally, we have the Filipinos.
Oh, the Filipinos! Wow!
They bring out the fans.
No, I gotta ask you because I understand that the Filipinos actually had a full league down in Seacoast Bay at one point.
Down in West End, actually.
Oh, in West End?
Yeah, they used to practice down in Seacoast Bay, but they actually pulled off their league down in West End.
And how do they do comparatively in your league?
Oh, they're doing very well. I mean, right now the record is 2-1. They lost the last game to West End. West End is a very strong team.
Okay.
Have they played the Hangers, the Hangover?
Hangers Triple Threat. That'll be coming up.
Hannah's Triple Threat,
yeah.
Right? Okay. And obviously, we're looking to see how Real Tool is doing.
Real Tool.
What are you? You're 1-1, Real Tool?
No.
No. Well, it's been kind of tough for us. We haven't won any games yet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But we've been hanging in there. We're playing better than how we play with the little kids.
Okay, that's good. Not a problem. So you're here to let the public know today that you're going to win your first game next week, and we have to come down to watch it.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. There you go. You put me on the spot there. So yes, let's get back to the. So you have 6 teams in the league.
Yes.
Now, is this a development league or what? Tell us.
Well, actually, the BVI Basketball Federation used to keep an intermediate league, but they, for whatever reason, left it out, and they're just having 2 leagues, which is the B League and the A League. So we thought that, since there were several players who wanted to play and didn't get an opportunity, we would host an intermediate league in Seacoast Bay, and that's what we've added to what we normally do.
Okay. Go ahead.
At the same time, these youngsters we're trying to develop. When I say these youngsters, Rolando's group, Real Tool.
Yes.
they're from the ages of 13 to about 16. So I thought that, we would just throw them in the fire, throw them in among these men, and kind of like, as we say, man them up,
Okay.
Get them to.
Lovely. We're nearly out of time. I don't want you to leave without being able to let the folks know when the league is being played, what times, what have you. But before you do that, a text came in for Rolando, and it says, okay, my boy Rolando, big up to you. We're going to wet the place. And it says TMRR. That means tomorrow. Oh, we're going to wet the place tomorrow. There you go. So I guess you might know one of your teammates.
Yeah, that's probably one of my teammates.
One of your teammates. So he says,
I know who it is, yeah.
He says big up and you're going to wet. So appreciate you sending the text. So tell us a bit about when the league is being played and when the next games, and a bit of the schedule of what's up next.
Okay, now before I say that, I just want to mention that the sponsors for this league is the Honorable Julian Fraser and Honorable Myron Walwyn. They've been very supportive of Seacoast basketball.
Excellent.
The league is played on Fridays and Saturdays. Our first game is at 6:30. And the second game should be at 8. Now for this weekend, this Friday, we're having something special. We're having a 3-point shootout in between games. So after the first game, we're going to have a 3-point shootout on Friday. On Saturday, we're going to have the big, exciting slam dunk.
Okay, that of course obviously includes Rolando.
Yes, yes. Rolando attempted a dunk in the last game.
Excellent. Well, at 6'6", I'm pretty sure.
I think he picked up the ball from a little too far out, But anyhow, this guy caught up to him and tried to block the shot and ended up fouling him.
Oh.
So he didn't get a dunk, but he got 2 free throws.
Okay, good. So this weekend, this Saturday, he gets to be in the big dance.
Yeah, he gets to do it without any competition whatsoever, without anybody trying to stop his shot.
All right. Well, we want to thank you, Milton, for coming along. Rolando, it's been a great pleasure. In closing, anything else you'd like to say to the public? Invite them out to the games this Saturday and Friday and Saturday?
Yes, well, Seacoast Basketball Club has been promoting basketball for the kids. We've included the men as well, and we want the public to show the support. The games, as I said, are Fridays and Saturdays. Now, I'm sure that, we could spend a few hours out to enjoy the kids and to see what's going on. I promise you that if you come out, you'll be home by 10. Because we started the first game at around 6:30.
Okay, lovely. Okay, well, that was Milton McLean. He is here along with Rolando Rogers, which is the big dunker, 6'6", and looking to play for some of the bigger teams in the NBA. Orlando, he wants to be up there with the big boys, so we're looking for him pretty soon under the big lights. We're going to take a pause for a cause. When we come back, we have the president of the Horse Owners Association. The man himself is in the house. Don't touch that dial. It is Mr. Lesmore Smith. And also we had a quick text coming in asking, how do I go online to watch it? It's www.jtvlive.net. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.